And Casino in Biloxi, Mississippi, round number 2 of this super featherweight bout. Floyd Mayweather on the left of your screen, now circling right. Jesus Chavez, his opponent. Not a great deal of action in round number 1. Mayweather, the undefeated young professional at 19, the veteran Chavez at age 29. Chavez is southpaw. Now Mayweather starting to find range with the jab and moving to his left, as Bill Clancy always points out. A slip there. Chavez goes down.
And again, when Mayweather moves to his left and starts throwing that double left hook, that's when he's most effective.
Sample of his quick hands there. He's less tentative here now in round number 2.
When you do it, let the right hand go.
And you can see Chavez with his experience sliding over to his right, taking a lot of Mayweather's firepower away from him, making him look awkward.
His 9th professional fight, Gil. A good idea to have him in with a southpaw for learning experience?
No, I would not, Tim. I try to avoid, when I manage fighters, I try to avoid southpaws at all costs.
Now, a little clash of heads, and Mayweather reached up to see if he was bleeding, and there is a slight cut at the corner of his left eyebrow, and he is already troubled by it. He was conscious of it immediately.
And Tim, that's another reason why I try to have my fighters stay away from southpaws. It's almost inevitable that they're going to butt heads, the way their front foot is step on each other's toes and bang heads.
Well, it has happened here in round number 2, scheduled for 6 to Floyd Mayweather. First time he's faced this difficulty in his pro career. Under a minute to go in round number 2.
Good combination by Mayweather. Again, you can see his fast hands, Tim.
Maybe a cut now here on the bridge of the nose of Chavez, unless it is blood from Mayweather. But he's definitely closing the distance.
And Mayweather's eye opens a lot more than it has been earlier, Tim. The color's getting pretty angry.
Under 30 seconds we go in round number.
Hand by Mayweather.
And he follows it up by following straight up the middle with another right hand lead. Left hook lands for Mayweather, and he's gone right up the middle through Manfredi's guard. Manfredi trying to find him so that he can cut off the ring and try to hammer him to the body, as he was able to do in the latter stages of round 1.
Yeah, and Mayweather turned southpaw momentarily. Didn't fool Manfredi at all. He came in with a straight right hand.
This is the pace that Manfredi needs to make Mayweather fight. He has to make the young, quicker fighter throw a lot of punches in order to neutralize some of his speed. He just has to make sure that he does not run into the big counter punches.
So the Manfredi plan should be pressure, pressure, pressure.
Yes,
now Manfredi turned southpaw for a moment.
And turns back.
Good right hand by Manfredi.
Straight up the middle by Manfredi.
If you're slower than your opponent, the thing to do is to pressure him, to try to make his arms tired so that you can wear him down to where he can be not as when he won't be as fast as he was in the early part of the fight.
Right hand lead lands for Manfredi, and he comes back with a hammering left hook to the body. Mayweather was so successful early countering over Manfredi's jab that Manfredi for the moment has dispensed with it and is leading with the right hand instead.
Yes, his corner told him to throw the double jab some, but he's doing the right thing. Pick the time to throw the jab, because that's what Mayweather's looking for.
And Mayweather seems a tiny bit confused as to what to do to mount his own offense now that Manfredi isn't throwing the jab, but there's a good idea. Mayweather with a right over the top stuns Manfredi.
He's not confused at all. He's just boxing, keeping Manfredi out in the ear.
Goes right back to the body. If you're able to land 2 or 3 jabs to the stomach of your opponent, you can easily come back upstairs with a left hook, because his body is right hand automatically goes down for protection.
Punching it out. Right, step back, step back.
Patterson would go down to the body, and then fake like he's going and come back up to the head. Castellanos stuff.
Corrales missing big twice upstairs.
Corrales is starting to pick up the speed a little bit because Mayweather's slowing up as far as output. Not throwing shots anymore. He's moving his body, but he's not throwing punches. Those body shots around the side can accumulate and do some damage. If you're going to tie a guy up, you tie him up completely so he can't even touch you on the side.
Hard right hand by Mayweather.
Now Mayweather started to hit and move again.
Corrales doesn't seem to be bothered so far by Mayweather's punching power, but if you hit a guy enough times, the punishment builds up.
Mayweather hasn't tried to sit down on any shot yet. Everything is hit and move.
And you heard even defensively minded Floyd Sr. saying if you keep this up, he'll be ready to go by the 7th, 8th, and 9th rounds.
Whoa! A little spin move.
A little swelling around the right eye.
Those right hands to the body can really pay some dividends if this fight goes beyond 10 rounds.
In 5 rounds in the fight, Chico Corrales still averaging only 25 punches thrown per round. Pretty hard to find the target. Mayweather landing close to half of his shots, working at a measured tempo that works for him. Now Corrales begins to get more active as Mayweather's feet start to move.
Some night of boxing is so far. A lot of anticipation for this fight. Ortiz really didn't open up in the first round because he couldn't. He can't box with this guy, Dave. He's got to try to muscle this guy as best he can. He can't box with him.
So what he's going to try to do is bob and weave, work the way inside, cover up on the way, and then try to do damage to the body once he gets close in his perfect game plan. But Mayweather, with his reach, with his anticipation, look, there's the right hand greeting him on the way in when you thought a jab might be the shot there. He is so instinctive. And there's the defensive move by Mayweather. And if we get numbers throughout the course of this fight, it will be quite telling to see what Ortiz gets in. Most Mayweather opponents are less than 20%.
Well, so far, he's going to be under that.
Yep.
And the southpaw style with Floyd's right hand is no problem at all for him. But you know, Ortiz looks tentative to me right now. And this isn't the way he wants to fight this fight.
Well, you know, the big stage, it's in front of him now.
But you know, Dave, for a professional athlete, the big stage is coming in and maybe the first round. Once you're a professional athlete, whether it's the first pitch in baseball or the kickoff of the football or they drop the puck in hockey or in this case, the fight starts, you don't feel that kind of pressure anymore. You're an athlete and you're trying to, in the case of Ortiz, retain the title, and Mayweather is sort of picking him apart.
Different fighters have a different tentative aspect to it, and they need something to get them going, which Ortiz is trying to open up a little bit now and muscle Mayweather and rub heads with him, etc. But when he came out here, he's looking at something that is a sight he hasn't seen before. He's getting hit with shots he hasn't been hit with before. And it's taking some time to adjust, but he did land a nice left hand.
And every time he does anything, the crowd explodes here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.